My son comes home every holiday, eats with us, sleeps in his room. Nothing strange. So I went to his school one day, and they told me he died 2 years ago. But I just spoke to him yesterday. I sent my son, Ethan, to a boarding school about 3 years ago. Everything was normal. He used to come home during holidays, sometimes even randomly. Healthy, active, always talking about school. Nothing ever felt off. So recently, I decided to visit his school myself, just to check on things. That was when everything started. When I got there, I asked to see him. The principal looked at me for a moment, then said something I still don't understand. She said my son had died 2 years ago. At first, I thought she was joking. Or maybe she mixed him up with another student. But she didn't. She said he was no longer a student there, that he had been dead for 2 years. I just stood there, staring at her. Because my son had been coming home. We spent holidays together. He ate with us, slept in his room, talked like nothing was wrong. So I asked her, if my son is dead, why didn't anyone tell me? She didn't really answer. I left the school confused, and honestly, a bit scared. As soon as I got outside, I called him. He picked up. I can't even explain the relief I felt hearing his voice. So I told him what the school said. There was a pause. Then, he ended the call. Just like that. I tried calling him again. He didn't answer. When I got home, I rushed to my room and tried messaging him. But his profile picture was gone. My message didn't deliver. One tick. Then I realized. He had blocked me. Everywhere. I just sat there staring at my phone. My younger son, Obed, was in the room. He had heard everything. He was crying. He looked at me and asked, "Mummy, is brother Ethan really dead?" I didn't even know what to say. Before I could answer, he said something that made everything worse. If he's dead, who was the one that came home last December? We played together. We ate from the same plate. I told him I didn't know. Because I really didn't. I couldn't stay in the house after that. Something about it just felt wrong. So I went back to the school immediately. I walked straight into the principal's office. I told her if my son was really dead, then I wanted to see where he was buried. At least that way, I could believe it. She called someone in. A man named Mr. Benson. He looked nervous the moment he saw me. The principal told him to explain everything. He hesitated, then said Ethan didn't die in school. It happened during midterm break, 2 years ago. According to him, the car Ethan entered had an accident. It fell into a river. I asked him why I was just hearing this now. He said the accident was very bad. The car sank. And up till now, they never found it. No bodies. Nothing. He said they didn't know how to tell me that my son just disappeared. I stood there trying to process everything. Then I told them something they couldn't explain either. I told them my son comes home every holiday. That he brought his school results to me. I even took out the last one he gave me and showed them. The principal looked at it. And her expression changed. She said, "Madam, this is not from our school."